Hey everyone, welcome to class. This is a quick 10-minute strengthening flow for the hips and the hamstrings. I know we very often see classes geared towards releasing them or undoing tightness, and that's important too, but a lot of times the feeling of tightness is actually a lack of strength. And what we're going to do today is just give you something to remedy that a little bit. Something short and sweet. So no props needed. Let's go ahead and come down to your back. We're going to begin with the feet just about hip width apart. Actually, no, shoulder width apart. That's what I wanted to say, shoulder width. Take the hands down at the sides and slightly turn the toes out. So if you were looking at a clock, the toes would be at like 11 and 1 or between 10 and 11 and 1 and 2. Not too much wider than that. Slowly lift the hips up until you feel the glutes activate. So this isn't gonna take much. You don't have to get super, super high up here. Just until you feel the glutes activate. And then slowly take it back down. Lift the hips up. Slowly take it back down. And one thing that I think is really useful, it's a little goofy, but is to bring your hands to the glutes themselves and actually feel them activate when you lift the hips up. Slowly lower down. Press up. Lower down. You feel this mostly in the hips, right? We're going to do a few more. Three, 2, 1. Hold right here. You can take the hands down. Can you lift the toes and keep the heels on the mat? Drop the toes, lower the hips down. Now we're going to activate the hamstrings a little bit. So walk the feet further out than you normally would so that when you lift the hips, your knees are not going to be at 90 degrees. So walk them out pretty far. You can use mine as an example. Now lift the hips and think about dragging the front of your mat towards your hips. Lift the heel, or lift the toes, lift the toes. Now you'll feel this more in the hamstrings. Lower the hips down. So you might have to reset if you were like feeling it a little bit, but not quite. Reset, keep the toes lifted, lift the hips, and then visualize dragging the top of your mat towards your shoulders. You'll feel this in the glutes and in the hamstrings. Slowly lower down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. When you're ready, lift up. Drag the heels towards you. They don't actually move, of course. And take it down. Last one. Lift the hips. Pull the heels toward the shoulders. Slowly lower down. Take the legs straight up overhead. Now we're going to work the front part of the hips, the hip flexors, rotators. Slowly lower the left leg. Don't let it touch the floor. Switch. Right leg slowly lowers. Don't let it touch the floor. Switch. Just alternating legs. Flex the heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in toward the chest. Rock up. Roll over the feet and come to tabletop. So on your hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find your kind of stability here. So pull the core in, just gently brace. You can tuck the toes under if you find more stability that way, but extend the right leg straight back, left arm overhead. So keep the right toes pointing straight down. Don't let the hip open. Check it out. Make sure the toes are facing the ground. On your exhale, reach the left arm back and pull the right knee in. Inhale, take it long. Exhale, left arm back, right knee in. Inhale, take it long. 2 more. Left arm back, right knee in. Reach it long. Last one, arm back, right knee in. Lengthen. Now we're going to make a goalpost shape with the left arm and open up the right hip like you're pulling the knee in toward the chest and sit the hips back. Lengthen both. Left arm goalpost, right leg makes the same shape out to the side. Sit the hips back. Lengthen. 2 more. Goalpost arm, pull the right knee in, sit it back. Last time, goalpost arm, right leg to 90 degrees, sit it back. And lengthen. Take it down. Switching sides. Get set up. Find that stability. Left leg long, right arm out. Reach the right arm back, pull the left knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Right arm back, left knee in. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Get nice and long, and then we'll do the same thing. So goalpost the right arm, left leg to 90 degrees, sit it back. Lengthen. 90 degrees, arm and leg, sit it back. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. Lengthen. Take the right hand down, left knee down. Tuck the toes, sit up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal at the feet as much as you need to. And then find some stillness in your down dog, but widen your stance more than you normally would and turn the toes out a little bit towards the sides of your mat. So feet are about shoulder width apart. Lift the heels high and then bend the knees deeply and press into the hands. Straighten the legs. Tippy toes. Bend the knees deeply. It's like you're squatting. Straighten the legs. Tippy toes. Bend the knees a lot. Straighten. Last time. Tippy toes. Bend the knees a lot. Straighten the legs. Walk your feet back to where they normally would be in down dog. Reach the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. Crescent lunge. Arms lift. Inhale fully. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pull the left knee in toward the chest. Tap the left toes down. Pull it in. Tap them down. Pull it in. Tap them down. Pull it in. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Sweep the left leg back. Crescent. Hands come down. Downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Hands to the heart center. Pull the right knee in. So working the hip flexors here. Right toes tap. Pull it in. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Step it back, crescent lunge. Arms up. Exhale, hands down. Downward facing. Step the feet nice and wide. Tippy toes. Bend the knees deeply. Squat down. Straighten the legs. Tiptoes. Squat. Straighten the legs. 2 more tiptoes. Squat. Straighten. Last round, tiptoes. Squat. Straighten. Walk the feet in. Toes touch. Knees nice and wide. Sit the hips back. Child's pose. Forehead down. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, lift the chest. You can sit back on the heels, keep the knees wide. Take the left hand down, press the hips forward. Exhale, sit. Take the right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up and back. Press the hips forward. And sit. Turn towards me. Have a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Take a couple breaths. And gently bring the hands to the heart center. Let the eyes blink open. Hope the hips and hamstrings feel just a little bit stronger in just 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a great one, and I'll see you right back here next time.
Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Let me know how this one felt in the comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed this, be sure to head over to Bad Yogi Studio where you can find the full 30-day version of this challenge inside. There's over 350 classes inside Bad Yogi Studio, from ones that'll make you sweat to ones that'll just ground and relax you, and literally everything in between, so be sure to check it out. Anyway, that's all for today. Be sure to join me right back here for tomorrow's class, and I'll see you then.